Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, host on Intellect Digest, and what you see here is the Oppo N1 Mini. This is the smaller version of the Oppo N1 that we have seen previously, and this is a different phone when it comes to specification, performance, as well as features. But what is common between Oppo N1 and N1 Mini is this rotating camera, which remains the same. So practically you have a 13 megapixel rear camera which comes with an LED flash autofocus, and the same camera can be swiveled and used as a front facing camera. So this camera is your front camera as well as rear camera. This is the USP of this phone. It comes with a 5-inch display that you can see here. It is 720p or 1280 by 720 pixels in display resolution, which does give you good and pleasing colors and good display. In terms of form factor, it feels fairly solid. It's a unibody phone and the back does not come off. There's a power or wake up key on the left hand side. On right hand side you have a volume rocker, and there is a SIM card tray which can be ejected using a pin or a SIM removal tool, and you can post your SIM card inside here. There is secondary mic hole for noise cancellation just above the Oppo branding, and at the bottom you have a charging port, a 3.5mm audio jack, and you also have standard microphone hole. There is a speaker mesh provided at the bottom, so the audio that you hear from this phone comes from the bottom. The speakers are not at the rear or not at the front or anywhere else. There are 3 touch capacitive buttons below the phone, and this phone comes with an interesting OS. So what you see here is the color OS from Oppo, which is their own skin and feels very different from whatever we have seen so far. It comes with some really cool gestures, so it also supports screen off gestures, in which even when the display is off you can make gestures and do some actions. Let me quickly turn this on and show you how it works. So we just go to gesture settings here and we turn on the screen off gestures. It is a very cool way of using your phone. Say your phone is off, you want to access the camera, you just draw a circle, it wakes the phone up, takes you to the camera, and you are ready to take pictures. Same way you can control music, you can do a lot of other actions on your phone, and it's very fast, and it's very good way of interacting with the phone. I really love this feature. I've used it on Oppo Find 7 and I have found it to be really good, and the same works here as well. There are silver linings running all across the phone, which gives it a premium look. The phone overall feels very good in hand. When it comes to specifications and performance, it is powered by a 1.6 GHz Snapdragon 400 chipset, which is a quad-core CPU, and it also comes with 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB internal memory. But the downside is that the internal memory is a fixed memory, and there is no micro SD card for expansion on this phone. So it will not give you an option of expandable memory. And one more downside is that it is priced quite steeply at around 27,000 rupees. But if you are a shutterbug and if you want something which is really unique and this clear as a camera, a 13 megapixel, then this is something which you can get and will give you very clear pictures. This is a front facing shot I have taken with this right away in front of you, and it does really well. You can take pictures at angles. For example, you can take picture at this angle when your camera is actually facing forward. You can have a look at the display in a very convenient way, touch to focus and take a picture. It's very easy to use this camera in multiple ways, and it gives you some really good results. It gives you some cool options for shooting. You can use the Ultra HD mode, in which it will combine multiple exposures to give you a really high quality and high resolution picture. So camera is the USP and it works really well. When it comes to software and user interface, it does not disappoint. It's a very clean and neat UI. It feels very fresh and very different from what you have seen on Android. It's much clearer and much easier to use. It's very neatly designed user interface. Also gives you some custom gestures, so you can define your gestures, do some quick actions using this gesture panel. It works really well. So right now I've just opened camera in front of you, so you can use other gestures, define your gestures and decide what to do with that gesture. So a circle takes you to camera, so you can set gestures for playing music, pausing music, etc. In terms of the overall feel of the phone, it feels pretty solid, and it also comes with an optional accessory which is called the O-Click. So we have got the O-Click here. if you are a big shutter bug and you want to take some really cool pictures, you can set your camera at an angle, and rather than using the shutter on the camera, you can use O-click, which is an accessory here, to take pictures for you. So when you will click on the O-click, it will take a picture here. Right now it is not set up, but this works on Bluetooth, so you need to go into Bluetooth setting, pair them up, and you can start using and taking pictures using this. It packs a 2140 milliamp battery, which gives you decent performance. In terms of the overall performance numbers, you get a score of 21,263 on the Antutu benchmark, which gives you a fair idea that this phone performs as good as any other mid-range phone, but compared to those phones, it's slightly higher priced, and the reason for that is the camera feature, because this camera is something that you will not find on many of the phones. When it comes to graphics and display, you can see the colors are very vivid, and you can do moderate amount of gaming with ease. There is no problem when it comes to graphics performance. There are no frame drops. There is no problem when it comes to gaming on this phone. It does perform really well. It gives you a good overall performance when it comes to day-to-day tasks, applications, as well as moderate games like Subway Surf and other games. So all in all, I would rate it at 7 out of 10. The reason being that it's not a very good value for money when it comes to pure performance, but if you're looking from a camera and innovation point of view, the Oppo N1 Mini gives you a camera which is like no other, and it can be turned 206 degrees to take shots that you cannot usually take with any other smartphone. Also, the screen of gestures is another thing which I really love about this phone. This is all we have on our quick review of the Oppo N1 Mini. If you want to get one for yourself, I'm leaving some direct links in the description section below this video, as well as on your screen, so do check out the best prices online. If you enjoyed watching our quick review video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below, and for more such videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and stay tuned to Intellect Digest. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.